Hey, what do you say, Weekend Warriors? Today we're gonna smoke up a couple of chickens. It's summertime, we've got Father's Day coming up, we've got Independence Day. We're talking about feeding a lot of people without breaking the bank. Relatively inexpensive way to do this. I'm using my vertical smoker today, and I've got it set to 275 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm using a mix of oak and cherry wood. If you're using a pellet smoker, just use your favorite pellets for poultry. It doesn't really matter what kind of smoker you have. Just get it set to 275 degrees Fahrenheit and cook indirect. Now right down here, we have our chickens. I'm gonna keep them whole. If you want, you can spatchcock them, meaning you're gonna cut the spine out, flatten them. Sometimes people like to cook them that way. I'm keeping it as simple as possible today. And I'm using two different rubs. So I've got this pineapple fire Q. This comes from one of the members of the Weekend Warrior BBQ Facebook group. Thank you for sending that. I'll be giving that a shot today. And then from last week's video, I have some leftover fennel garlic rub. So I'm gonna do one fennel garlic and one with that pineapple. And the skin on these birds is still a little bit wet. I do have some paper towels down to absorb the excess. And because the skin is wet, I don't need a binder or something to make the rub stick to the chicken. It should stick just fine. And so we'll start with this one here. If you wanna check him out on Facebook, I think you could go to hashtag Frank Built Performance and Meats. I'm not sure that he sells this. I do know he plans on using it for an upcoming competition, and I told him I'd give it a shot and tell him what I thought. And so what he's done is smoked up some Fresno chili peppers, blended it with some pineapple and typical barbecue seasonings. So we're gonna coat this whole outside, and I'm not going all that heavy because in the end today, I'm gonna be making some quesadillas, and the chicken is gonna get mixed with barbecue sauce. So too much would be a waste of what smells like a really good rub. I haven't tasted it yet, but we'll find out. So that's the back side. I'm gonna go ahead and flavor it from within as well. So we'll get the cavity. Just flip it over. We'll get the breast side. And what I'm gonna do here, we're just gonna tuck these wing tips back and under. Just like so. All right, and then the same thing with my fennel and garlic rub. It's got sea salt in there. It's got red pepper flakes, black pepper, fennel. I'll put a link up in the eye for the recipe. You can go check that video out. I did it on pulled pork. It turned out amazing. Just try and touch up that side right there. Anywhere I might have missed. And these birds are ready for some smoke, so let's get them in the smoker. Pop this door open and smell that smoke. That oak is smelling amazing. We're gonna go right about this center rack right here for both of them. And I'm gonna put the breast meat up towards the front end of the smoker, the dark meat towards the back. The back of my smoker is a little bit hotter than the rest, so hopefully that evens this out for us. Here's the other one, the fennel garlic. Push them back in so they can get their smoke bath. We'll get this door closed. And this chicken's gonna take about 2.5 hours roughly. So at this point, I'm just gonna keep the fire going. I'll come back in 1 hour to take a look at it and show you what's happening. And we are 1 hour into this cook. We're still holding pretty good here, about 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's get this door open and see how those birds are looking. Woo, mama. It smells good. Let me just pull these out a little bit so you can get a better look. So our barbecue rub has dried out and it's not coming off. Probably a little too much seasoning on this one, but it's okay. Go ahead and get a temperature check. Go right into the breast, thickest part, not touching the bone. Sitting about 95 degrees Fahrenheit in the breast. And let me get back here into the thigh. We're at about 115. Now, in an effort to crisp up the skin, I'm going to use a little bit of Pam spray butter. If you just want to use some regular butter, go for it. It's just very convenient. Spray that up. Add some buttery flavor. Crisp up that skin. Let's push them back in so we don't lose too much heat. Get that door closed. And I'll give you a little peek inside the firebox here. So I just put in 2 splits. Right in the back is a piece of cherry. In the front is a piece of oak. And what I'll do is I'll take a smaller split that I know is going to catch right away, put it up front. Those flames then get pulled back towards the big one and get that ignited faster. Underneath you see a nice little coal bed down there. I'm keeping all the ash to the sides so we get plenty of oxygen pulling through there. Nice hot clean fire. So this will last us probably another 45 minutes or so, maybe 30 minutes before I got to put another split in. But we'll come back when the chicken's ready to come out. And it's been 3 hours exactly, so it took about 30 minutes longer than I thought. One thing to keep in mind, sometimes when you got 2 big cold pieces of meat in there, it could add to your cooking time, but not that much. So tell you what, pull these out. If these aren't some of the finest looking birds I've ever seen, I don't know what is. They look just absolutely awesome. So this is the one with the pineapple fire rub. That's our garlic fennel rub. I hit an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit in the breast and about 180 back in the thigh, which is fine. Now what I need to do is I need to let these cool down. So I'm gonna let them rest for about 25 minutes or so until they're cool enough for me to put some gloves on and shred it up. And then we'll move on to the next step. And here's our first chicken. It's been resting about 20 minutes. I know it's still pretty hot, but I gotta get this done. We got people coming over. That's how it looks. And it's really easy. You could take 2 forks or you could try and use your hands like I'm gonna do. I want the skin in there. I want the white meat. I want the dark meat. I want it all together mixed up. So I'm just gonna go through and start shredding this just like this. And then I'm gonna feel around, make sure there's no bones. And then as I get it into small bite-sized pieces, it'll go over into the bowl here. And that's what I'm gonna do for this whole chicken. We'll get it all broken down. And here's what's left, just a bunch of bones and loose pieces of meat. Don't you dare throw this out. Put this in a stock pot. Make yourself some chicken stock out of these bones. Nothing goes to waste around here. So let me get this inside and then we'll move on to our quesadillas. And the first thing I'm gonna do to the chicken is add some barbecue sauce. I don't want the chicken swimming in it. I just want enough to coat it so it's not real sloppy when you eat it. Right here, this is 1 diced red onion that I sauteed in some butter. Gonna mix that in. And this is one of those recipes, guys, that you can add or take away anything you like. It's gonna work with just about anything that you might like to put in there. Some black beans. Get some fiber in there. A little bit of filler. And now I'm gonna combine all this, see if we got enough sauce. You can see this is a huge bowl. This is gonna make a ton of quesadillas, or maybe you're gonna make sandwiches of some kind. And this is just 1 chicken. I still have a whole nother one that I gotta shred. Needs a little more sauce. And this is just simple pulled barbecue chicken at its best. We got the flavorful skin in there, all the different meats, the smokiness. I tried a piece earlier. It is really good and tender as can be. And then here's your next move. Tortilla shell, some Mexican cheese blend on half, big old scoop of the pulled chicken, a little more cheese on top, close it up, and I'm gonna make a bunch of these. And then when people get here, we'll just slap them down on the griddle. I'm gonna do it right on top of my firebox, so let me show you that. There we go. Just gonna lay them down, let them get a nice toast, let that cheese melt. And after about a minute or so, I'm just gonna flip it. Starting to get that color that I want. Nice toast. And then I'm just gonna cut them up. You can cut them in 4s, you can cut them in 8s, depending on how big your tortillas are. I'm gonna dip one in some of this ranch. This is the kind of viscosity that Miles likes. Runny, gotta have the runny ranch. Here we go. Barbecue chicken quesadillas, but really anything. Sandwiches, you name it. Tacos, pulled chicken, it's easy, it's inexpensive. You get the smokiness from the chicken, the barbecue sauce, that rub, and that ranch is just killer. Forget about it. You're gonna love it. And hey, if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and definitely check out one of those 2 videos right there. And I'll see you over there.